Good morning to you all, dear students. So today we will begin with the new topic under block 27. So the topic of our discussion for today is plateaus and plains. So let's get started. All right. So I'm sure you're also observing the given picture. Okay. So this is a volcanic erupted mountain. So our aim for today is students will be able to compare the features, the formation, and the significance of plateaus and plains. Resources needed is your worksheet S3, your notebook, and your exit content book. The keywords for today is plateaus and plains. Alright, so what is actually plateau and plain? Let us learn the meaning of plateaus. Okay, it is a largely level expanse of land at a high elevation, that is stable land. And what is plains? Flat level, they are known as plain. Alright, I hope now you're clear with it. So, where do you think people prefer to live? Either high up on steep, rocky mountains or on lower and flat landforms, and why? So, according to you, where do you think people generally prefer to live? Either on high up on steep, rocky mountains or on lower and flat landforms, and why? That question I'll leave it on to you. Okay. So see, you might say different answer to that. Okay, so people prefer to live on lower and flatter landforms. The reason is because it is easier to move around. It is easy to construct houses and cultivate crops on flat ground instead on a steep mountain. Okay, or a high hilltop mountain. All right. For that reason, I'm saying now, today we will learn about the two landforms where people prefer to live, that is plateaus and plains. Now I want all of you to draw the following table into your notebook. Okay. Alright, this is the table that you have to note it down into your notebook. Alright. You can pause the video and then you can copy the given table into your notebook. Plateau, plain, elevation, slope, formation, main occupation. Alright, I hope you are following me. Now, after copying the table into your notebook, you please read the section plateaus and plain. That is from your exit content book, okay? And you observe the diagram of landforms in figure 5. And also, after drawing the table and then reading the textbook, you have to feel it to explain how plateau and plain are different from each other. That is, after reading the section plateau and plains and also observing the figure, you have to fill in this given space. Alright, difference between plateau and plains. Alright, so let me just show you, okay, how you are supposed to do. You have to go through your textbook, okay, plateaus and plain. I'm not going to read for you, so I want all of you to find the answer for yourself. All right, so you please read this passage, okay, plateaus and plain. After that, you observe this particular picture. All right, so as given in the figure, you'll see that these are plateau and these are plain. All right, plain means flat surface, plateau means hilltop. All right, or tableland. This is the difference between plateau and plain. So accordingly, you have to come up with your own answer, okay, justifying with given points. Alright, so which two landforms did you compare? Which two landforms did you compare, and what are the main differences between plateaus and plains? So if you have read your textbook, you will know, okay, which two landforms did you compare, and what are the main differences between plateaus and plains? Alright, so see, we have actually compared plateaus and plains, okay? So we know that plateaus, they are on a high elevation, alright, as you can see from the given figure 5, while the plains are of low elevation, and plateaus, they have a steep slope at least on one side. Alright, steep slope at least on one side. Okay, while plains do not have a slope at all because it is plain. Alright, I hope you know the meaning of plain. Okay, so plain means, take the example of Dimapur. Alright, plateaus are formed either by a slow collation of tectonic plates or by volcanic activity. So that is through internal process, as we have learned in our last class. While plains, they are formed by deposition of land, sand and silt. That is through external process. So the main occupation on plateaus is mining, while the main occupation of people living in plain is farming. Okay, so that is the difference between them. Now coming back to our following discussion, why do you think plateaus are important for a country, and why do you think plains are important for our country? And which do you think is more important, either plateau or plains? Alright, your answer may be different from one another. Okay, some may say that plateau is more important, some may say that plains is more important. Okay, that depend on you. I give the freedom to you to think and then give the answer. Okay, but let us hear, okay, the explanation first of all. So we know that uh, plateaus, they are rich in precious metal, stone and river that falling down their steep slope. It help in generating hydroelectricity. Plains, on the other hand, they provide flat, fertile land for cultivation, farming, okay, and are also good for constructing houses, roads, and railway tracks. Alright, because on mountain you cannot construct railway track. Okay, plains are more important. The reason why is because agriculture carried out on plain provide food to the country. Alright, so take the example of Nagaland. Okay, even though we do cultivation, still then sometimes it become insufficient. Because of that, all our alright food commodities, where do we get? We get from the plain area called Assam and other parts of India. Okay, so because of that, plains, they are actually more important as compared to plateau. Okay, the last question for today is, all plateaus are good for cultivation of crop. Is this statement true or false? So do you think all the plateaus, they are good for cultivation of crops? According to you, is the statement true or false? If true, give justification. If false, also give justification for your answer. Alright, if I were meant to choose, okay, I'll go with it is false. Alright, because volcanic plateaus are good for cultivation of crops, as they are made up of fertile black soil. However, plateaus that is formed by collision of tectonic plates may not have fertile soil, so it may not be good for cultivation. Alright, so that is the statement which I want to elaborate. Okay, so for me the statement is false. Alright, if the statement is true, you can justify, okay, by giving the answer. Now for today, you have to do your worksheet S3 along with practice question 7, 8 and 9. Alright, worksheet S3 and practice question 7, 8 and 9. So alright, that's it for our class for today. Take care and then have a good day.